This here is the corner of my room. I keep maybe about 10 rigs, all with the bags on them, the purple bags. You notice they got drawstrings on them too. I don't drink, so I had to go purchase these. So, but it's if you look around like on eBay, a few other places, you can get the purple bags here. These are, I think they are 750 mLs. So what I do is I have a dozen rigs already pre-rigged up. These are the ones I use the most. Everything else I put into storage. Having those bags is great because those reels can easily get chipped if they're next to each other like this. So I store them with the bags on. It's a great way to protect them. Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. After you've been fishing for a while, there is going to come a time where you're going to have a lot of stuff. You're going to be accumulating lures, rigs, meaning your rod and reels together. Like me, I don't want to even tell you how much I have, but it was getting ridiculous. And I noticed that if you store the reels in the box, it's kind of humbug when you have your favorite rigs. You're going to put them all together, tie up your line to the swivels, and it gets a little bit monotonous. So I tend to leave my rigs pre-rigged, meaning the reels will be permanently on the rods, and I'll have the line going through it with the swivels. I just grab it and go. A lot of people do that when you have a lot of rigs. And when I hit 100 rigs years ago, I had a problem. One was the reels. How do I take care of the reels from getting chipped? Now, I found that you will get chipping and scratching because they're going to be all stored next to one another. So what I did is I started investing in neoprene covers, and that got so expensive. I go, oh, the heck with this. I mean, you get 10 of them. Sometimes you're spending over $100 just for 10, depending on the size and the brand name. So what I did is I bought these Crown Royal bags. Now, I don't drink. I don't. So I had no excuse but to purchase them. So I found that going online on eBay was the best thing. These are roughly 7 to 8 inches. These are medium size, 7 to 8 inches, 750 milliliters size bottles. So you can get the smaller ones that would fit your big casters, or you can get the larger ones. Now, I prefer to use this one because I only have to do is buy this one size. Because look at this. This is a surf rig. This was one of the prototypes to a reel to a rod that John Bretz and I from Akuma was working on for about a year. And we went through quite a few prototypes. So I ended up with all the prototypes here. And I've been slowly giving them to friends of mine who gave good input and helped me along the way. They each got one of the prototypes. So what I do is I get the bag, and you notice here with the drawstring, I tie them up. So what that does, it protects the reel from damage. Like I say, if you were to store all these things like how I do in a corner, and everything is grazing, touching each other, you're going to start, especially along the edge of the spool here. You don't want this hitting another reel, because when you damage that edge of the spool, get a little nicks in it, that's it, because the line will, especially the braid, will go along that, and actually get nick. You don't want that. All right, so there you go. I use Crown Royal bags. Like I said, these are 750 milliliters. Now, you can get the bigger bags, but I find that if you get the bigger bags, yeah, you can encompass the handle and everything. But the only thing you want to do is basically encompass the housing. So I find that even for big reels like this on these big surf rods, this is all I'm going to need right here. And I've had people ask me. In fact, this morning I had another one that asked me again. So I thought I'd make a quick video to explain what I do, okay? So I just looked on eBay. There's quite a few of these bags around. You'd be wise to purchase these. These are very inexpensive. I've had these now for a couple years. They do very well. Thank you.